Welcome class, my name is Brother Dixon and I'm going to be your instructor this semester for GS 120. Thought I'd start off the week by giving you a little video here introducing myself, let you get to know a little bit about me, and I'm excited to learn more about you as the week goes on. So to kick off, I made kind of a quick little PowerPoint I'll go through here with you, and so you can get to know me, a little bit about me, my family, and everything. I'll try and make this a little bit smaller and pull up the presentation here. See if it's gonna let me do the screencast. Oh yeah, cool. Still let me keep the screencast going while I got this open. I might need to make this a little smaller. I'm real excited for this semester. I love this class, GS 120 Life Skills. It's a fun class to teach, and I think you all enjoy it as you start your education. So, first thing off is a little bit about me. I grew up in Gilroy, California, if anyone's familiar with that, in the Bay Area. Ironically enough, my parents, they still live there, and they actually just recently got called as Pathway Missionaries. So if any of you are in, I can't remember where exactly, but if any of you are in the Gilroy, San Jose, California area, then and you have your missionaries are Brother and Sister Dixon, those are my parents. So give them a shout out for me. I served my mission in Tegucigalpa, Honduras, so I do speak some Spanish, although not as well as I once used to, and I wish I kept on it a little bit better. But I met my wife in BYU, Idaho. We were both students up there, and we've been married for 6 years now, about 6.5. We've got 2 boys, ages 4 and 2. And actually, I forgot to update this, but we've got one more on the way, who's another boy, and he is due at the end of this week. So if you're emailing me and on the discussion boards, if you don't hear anything from me towards the end of the week, you know why. I'll make sure maybe I put a picture or 2 of them up and an announcement letting you guys know. But I should still be fairly accessible. I'll still have access to my emails and everything. So anyways, we currently live in Santaquin, Utah. We love to do things outside. These pictures here are from earlier in the summer. Well, actually, it was more like last spring. We went out to Moab and did some hiking around out there. Real pretty place. We also, later, about midsummer, during our summer break here, we took the boys and went to Disneyland, and that was a great time. Really fun to see how excited they were. I hadn't been to Disneyland in years, and it was fun to see how much joy they got out of it, seeing all the characters. They love cars, so I had a great time seeing Lightning McQueen there. That other picture, their favorite ride of the whole place was It's a Small World. We went on that probably about 4 times. They loved it, so it was a good time. We had a great time while we were there. A little bit about my career. So I received my bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering from BYU, Idaho. I finished that in 2012. And then in 2014, I graduated from BYU with my master's degree in mechanical engineering. Currently, I work as full-time as a process development engineer at Nature Sunshine Products. They're located, our headquarters are in Lehi, Utah, but the manufacturing plant's in Spanish Fork, Utah, and that's where I work. My main job is looking at the manufacturing processes and trying to find ways to improve them. If any of you are in the manufacturing field and never heard of anything called lean manufacturing, that's really what I'm pretty heavily involved with there. Is we call it the implementation of lean manufacturing. So really enjoyed my work, what I do there. I work pretty typical hours, 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. So all my office hours and best times to reach me are going to be in the evening time. During the day, I can, if you text me, I can typically respond. If you call me, I might not be able to get back to you till the end of the day. But text, email, just depends on the day. Some days I'm really busy and I don't ever look at my emails while I'm at work. Some days I've got a little more free time and I'll look at them during lunchtime or something. So here's a little contact info, which you can also find on my instructor bio page. I'll make a link here to get you guys to that page. But my office hours are going to be Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 8 to 10 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time, or Standard Time, I guess, as we switch here once Daylight Savings is over. But the big thing on that one is I won't just I have what's called a virtual office. Again, there will be a link in the bio to that. But what it is I have a website called You Can Book Me, and you go there and you schedule a time. So if nobody schedules a time, then I'm not going to be in my virtual office. I only go if somebody schedules a time. So I want to encourage you to use that as as the semester goes on. If you have questions about the course or anything like that, then you feel free to schedule a time to meet with me. And if you're confused on that, feel free to email me or text me, and I can help you out and schedule in a time to get with me. So there's my email, dixons@byui.edu, and my phone number. So again, feel free to call, text. I just ask, please don't do it after 10 o'clock, I guess my time, Mountain Time. So other than that, feel free. I'm always willing to step in and help out as much as I can. So here I just want to share a favorite quote with you that kind of helped me get through school. This is kind of almost my favorite school quote, and it's part of life as well. But when I was finishing my master's degree, I was struggling. I was having to write a thesis, and it felt like it was never going to end. I would write it. I'd bring it to an advisor. He would tell me basically rewrite it. It went on for about 6 or 7 months, and I was, by the end, I was at my wit's end, and I thought I was never going to finish it. But luckily, I had a good wife. She pushed me, wouldn't let me quit. And there's also this quote that I really liked. It's by President Hinckley. So it says, "It isn't as bad as you sometimes think it is. It all works out. Don't worry." I say that to myself every morning. It will all work out for you. If you do your best, it will all work out. Put your trust in God and move forward with faith and confidence in the future. The Lord will not forsake us. He will not forsake us. If we will put our trust in Him, if we will pray to Him, if we will live worthy of His blessings, He will hear our prayers. President Hinckley. I really love that because, as you go through school, as you go through life, it's important to remember that, education is important, jobs are important, careers are important, everything's important, but really just make sure that you're putting that faith and your trust in God. What you guys are doing, taking this first step at starting your education, it's something that's going to better your life, it's going to better your family's life. But it's not going to be easy. There's going to be times where you probably have to stay up late to finish assignments or wake up early to do them. I know I think everyone, or lots of people, you'll be working full-time jobs. Maybe you already have families. It's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. And if you put, the leaders of the church have told us that it's important to get our education. And if we put our trust in God, He's not going to forsake us. He's going to bless us. And just remember that as you go through, not just these courses this semester, but and not even just through Pathway, but as you start after Pathway, as you continue your education. It is a process, but it is worth it. And put your trust in God, and you'll do well. So as for this week, real quick, this week is mainly going to just be. Let's see if I can make this a little bigger here, so you can see me. This week is going to primarily just be introductions. Getting to know iLearn. I know you all are not super familiar, I don't think, with iLearn, so you'll get to know iLearn. We'll have a discussion board, it's called, in which we'll introduce ourselves, so we'll all get to interact with each other. In an online atmosphere, it's different than a classroom, obviously. We can all be across the United States, across the world. So it's important that we use the discussion board feature to kind of build that classroom type atmosphere where we interact with each other. It's interesting, by the end of the semester you will feel like you know the people in your class, even though maybe you've never met them in person, maybe you've never even talked to them. And it's all through the forums and the discussion board, but it's really great. I think the Pathway program is definitely an inspired program, and how it reaches out to people and really brings education to everyone. So I'll create a couple of links down below to help you with this first week. So the first link I'll do is to familiarize yourself with iLearn. So I'll kind of show you where everything is, where the course info is, discussion boards, how it's all outlaid. It's a good kind of step-by-step, get to know it, where you can find your grades, all that stuff. The next link I'll put on there is a link to my profile. which you can look for. We'll have my contact info on there and everything, so don't feel like you got to copy it down from that, rewind this video and copy it down from that slide. It's all on there and accessible for you, as well as the links to my virtual office and to the website where you can book me to or schedule some time with me. Book me, it's the name of the website. So, anyways. And then also, the last link I'll have on there is a link to this week's discussion board, so you can hop right on and begin introducing yourself, reading your classmates' introductions, and responding to those. So I look forward to having a great semester with you. This is, I guess one thing I hadn't mentioned is this is, let's see, I've been teaching Pathway now for 2 years. This is my 6th semester. I typically am a math instructor. That's the engineering background, and I typically do math, but during the fall there's not as many math classes by the nature of the program, so they ask us to teach this class. Last year was my first time teaching it, and I was a little nervous because I'm kind of more of a math guy, and I wasn't sure what this class was, but I really found that I enjoyed it. It's a really great course. We read a lot of articles. We read a lot of good articles, inspiring articles, and we go over some basic things that will help prepare you for your future classes, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm excited for this semester. And then if some of you are lucky enough, maybe you'll have me as a professor again when you take the math class in the following semesters. But if not, that's all right. Maybe you don't want that, but I know I sure enjoy this, and I look forward to getting to know each of you. Have a great week. Bye.